Bridging the Gap, Addressing Deficiency in Kindergarten Readiness. Implementation of educational practices affects a student's perception of themselves as a learner, a social being, and an individual. I chose this, kindergarten readiness, because I'm a kindergarten teacher and I see this firsthand. By connecting personal narratives of identity formation to culturally responsive and inclusive teaching practices, I'm able to create a more supportive learning environment. This approach not only benefits students academically, but also fosters a sense of belonging and a respect for diversity. My research indicates program inconsistencies, students needing more support for kindergarten readiness, and the need for fine motor skill development and fostering play based learning that builds resilient, confident, and well rounded student identities. Reflecting on my own personal beliefs and experience, I recognize the importance of facilitating an environment that is inclusive and respectful to the identities of each student. This research made me carefully consider and reconsider my commitments as an educator to empower students from all backgrounds. As I take a closer look at creating an inclusive classroom, it becomes more about facilitating rather than creating. I have become more aware of culturally responsive teaching. It not only enhances academic achievement, but it also fosters a sense of community and belonging. I realize that our use of diverse literature is becoming more and more important. Using diverse literature and recognizing student abilities and their strengths will promote an environment where everyone is respected and engaged. One of the books we use in our class is In This Class, We Are a Family by Shannon Olson. This book emphasizes community, positive relationships, and reinforces the idea that a classroom can feel like a family. The use of great literature can promote empathy, kindness, and a sense of belonging. We also use Eyes That Kiss in the Corners by Joanna Ho. This book encourages self love and cultural pride. We use Martin's Big Words by Doreen Rapport. It highlights the important historical figures, enhances awareness and empathy among students. I understand that books alone do not create an inclusive classroom, but facilitating a classroom where students feel loved and accepted certainly helps. Media, fine motor skills, and learner identity. Fine motor skills, like holding a pencil correctly, are foundational for early school success. A student who struggles with these skills may experience frustration and negative social comparisons. This can lead to a negative learner identity, where a child feels inadequate and less capable than their peers. Difficulty with writing and other fine motor skills can result in lower academic achievement and further reinforce a negative self perception. My research examined implementation of educational practices affects a student's perception of themselves as a learner, a social being, and an individual. Because of this, I can adjust my current teaching strategies. When interventions are implemented inconsistently, students who struggle with reading may internalize these failures, leading to a damaged academic identity. I can be more intentional and mindful in my own practices in the delivery of interventions so that we are not creating a cycle of low academic self esteem and poor performance. As an educator, I aim to empower students to become socially responsible, lifelong learners and independent thinkers.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick my five friends. And Celeste, you're next.
And these are my resources.